Oui, 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 it's happening, it's
Hello.
happening. Resident Evil 3, oui, oui, oui.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wait, what's
Yes,
this
yes,
first person?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh well, you look very
Very
happy.
happy, yes,
Are
very
you
happy.
happy?
Very happy. I'm happy for you being happy.
Are you
No, no.
happy for this?
Yes, I love first person, it's my favorite, I love RE7.
You do love RE7.
Yes, you absolutely.
Is
love
this
the
RE8 sectors?
Yeah, probably. So the way they announced this is pretty funny. At the very start, the announcer said, "We are proud to present the campaign for Project Resistance." But it's RE3. Like Resistance doesn't really have a campaign. It's just bundled with RE3.
Yeah,
chill.
it's such a weird way of announcing it, but oh hey, subtitles. We didn't have those moves live.
They're in the YouTube video.
What the hell?
Hi, Rachel.
How could this many people be infected?
I agree.
Usually. It's Raccoon City.
This city is completely.
Bill from Left 4 Dead.
Mikhail!
Don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not infected.
Brandon!
You're infected.
But right now it's got a hard on for me.
Brad.
Chris Redfield. I mean, Brad.
Nikolai!
So
I
I
don't remember
haven't played RE3 in ages, so I only barely recognize some of these characters.
I know all of them.
Every night.
Well, that's Jill.
That is also
Oh,
Jill.
Really? Wow, I had no idea.
What's wrong with Umbrella?
That's Jill.
That's Miguel
That's
from
Jill.
Tekken. That's Jill. That's Jill.
That's Jill.
That's Jill.
That's Jill.
Come on.
That's
The
a lot of
helicopter's
Jills.
Jill.
That's Claire.
We've got to be dreaming.
No, that's Laura Croft.
Ah!
And I don't know why they included the scream from our True trailer, but you know.
I know. Reuse all assets whenever possible.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the
This part is totally
foundation
pre-rendered,
for
right?
Umbrella Corp.
Yeah, this looks like CG.
And that was Steve.
3rd of April, that's pretty soon.
It's
Not
soon.
far away.
I will get to play the
Oh,
game
right, can we
one
pause here?
day. Oh.
Okay, pause.
Yeah, I think it might be important to address
Well,
that immediately. This particular team here,
Yeah.
M2 Inc.
Yes.
Yeah. I wrote down a note about this. Like apparently they got founded 1 or 2 years ago. They're a bunch of ex-Platinum and ex-Capcom guys, and they are the lead developer on RE3.
What's this logo? I'm pointing
have
at it
no
with
idea.
the truffles of my hair.
That's Akuma's Raging Demon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't actually know what that is.
And also Mewtwo, M2. I won't call them Mewtwo. They were like the founder of the company was the CEO of Platinum. That's interesting. So yeah, it's not. This is not developed in house at Capcom. Like this is the primary developer.
And Neobards, I think they're the guys who were doing the resistance portion.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Maybe there are people at Capcom helping out with development, but either way, like Mewtwo is the like main guys behind this.
So
But I feel it's in good hands so far.
right,
I really
perhaps
like the way it looks.
speaking of resistance, perhaps we should address that first of all.
The game in the room,
Huh?
the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
So Project Resistance is not a separate game. You will only be able to get it as part of RE3.
Yes.
It is still though a separate like
Thing.
it's a separate PSN entry. I assume it'll be like a separate entry on like Steam as well. I imagine. I wonder like
Or
maybe in
maybe-
the long run it'll be like a separate thing. I don't know. I find this whole thing to be a little bit weird. But yeah, at launch, like you will get Resistance by buying RE3.
Or maybe for Steam it'll do the thing like where when you click play, it'll say, do you want to launch this or this? And you have like the two box things.
No, I think it'll be.
Whoa, Carlos, what happened to your voice?
I want to point out one quick thing here.
He says stars.
Yeah. Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You only hear at the start, be like stop. Hear
I
them more.
It's a little bit muffled by the fire and the music.
Nah, I didn't hear him say anything at all.
I guess we'll go back and we'll be quiet. Let us go
What
back.
is this? Donut
Let
Drake?
Ry-
What are you doing outside of Uncharted?
Icewave. Let Ryman listen. I don't think the slow-mo is helping.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
It's very subtle.
It's
very
barely audible. but
like,
it's
I hear the st. That's all I hear.
Yeah.
subtle. Yeah,
It's
you
a
don't hear the full
star.
thing. Carlos has a new voice actor.
That's Brad.
Oh, well, it's hard to tell.
Hey, Brad!
I
I'm
haven't
guessing,
It's going.
I haven't like looked at the trailer like in like super good detail yet.
Can we pause? Every single one of these zombies is reused from R2.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's-
reused assets in this, but I don't
Yeah.
think that's very surprising. Like a lot of animations are the same too.
But
I
like in
mean-
Resistance, we even get like new zombies. I wonder if there'll be any new things in this.
I'm sure there'll be some new zombie models,
Yeah.
but it
Hopefully.
makes sense that they would reuse where they can.
Isn't
I
there
mean-
just one new zombie model in Resistance we've seen
Oh,
so
is it
far?
just the maid? I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember any other new models.
Well, I mean,
That
Making
is
it-
just. Oh, sorry.
Is that this?
we have to remember, like, RE2 only came out in January of this year. And this is coming out on April 3rd, so yeah, it makes sense there's a lot of reused assets.
Why am I
Santos,
pausing
what
here?
do you think? What do you think
Oh.
his name is from when you played? Have a guess.
I think this is Mikhail or
Yes.
yeah.
Correct.
But
Also,
that's-
you can see he still has his bite. He gets bitten.
But I'm just gonna call him Bill from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This guy I don't remember.
I forget his
Yeah.
name, but he's a random encounter. But I think
This
there's
guy.
2 ways you can get it. He's infected and he dies. Not Brad, but there we go. Nikolai? This sounds really weird with slow-mo Russian.
So there's like a kind of a small Easter egg thing in RE2. I think you have to be in B scenario, and there's like this room you have to enter, and you see a pose of Brad, and it's the exact same face as Brad here.
It's also, I mean, it's not just in B scenario. There's a poster literally in just the one of the rooms in the game as well.
That's the pose I'm talking about. I thought it only like
No, it's
happened in
in-
B scenario.
No, it's in multiple. Like it's in just in the RPD as well. I found it on the wall on the west wing.
But
Also,
this guy I don't really remember.
Yeah, he's optional encounter in the original, and
in the
his big.
hospital.
Yeah, and his big scene is basically being like, "Kill me!" and then Carlos kills him.
Well,
Wow.
there's actually two
Because
things
he's
that can
infected.
happen. There's two
Oh.
things. There's Nikolai can be there and he kills him.
Oh yeah.
And well, he shoots him and then he pulls a grenade. And instead, Carlos can also find him without Nikolai because Nikolai's already left.
What is she watching on television?
Oh yeah, what is she watching, Sectus?
She's watching Johnny Bravo.
The news.
Yeah. News, there's zombies. Oh no.
Also, this is the first look at her apartment.
Hey.
Yeah, I think it'd be a funny Easter egg if like one of the TVs just had like the old pre-rendered video from the original RE3 playing on it, like the old pre-rendered intro.
Is that Annette Birkin?
Huh, that'd be kind of odd. Oh, is that this?
What?
Can you zoom out and just look at the map? Apparently, people compared this map to the OG map that you pick up in RE3, and it's pretty similar. There's only a few things changed.
It's also a map that you saw in previous games. I think like this map is in like Outbreak or something.
Also, go back to the frame before the map,
Aye,
like the doctor dude or head, whatever. There was a guy who posted screenshots from the trailer, and he said that this is a doctor or something that's mentioned on the website. I didn't check to see if he was right, but apparently this is some doctor dude.
Hmm.
I'm guessing that's not in the OG because I don't remember it.
I don't remember a doctor in the original either. Water.
Liquid concealer.
That's a thing.
Yakuza 7, Protectist. How you doing?
Oh, there's something else about this helicopter. Do you guys know about this?
Oh, what?
You know the helicopter that crashes in RE2? This is the exact same code. I'm wondering if it's just a reuse model.
Oh, what?
I would like them to tie that together because I
The
kind of
thing
want
is,
an
though,
explanation for
that-
why it just crashes in R2 Remake because
In
they
a few
kinda
frames
don't.
later, we see this get blown up. So is it the same one?
It could be.
Also, she has the hurt running animation from
I was
RE2.
about to say that.
Oh,
But there's
Sorry.
also Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of reuse animations and stuff, but that's no big shocker. I kind of feel like the pistol sounds a bit weak-ish.
Freeze frame on Brad.
I can't stop them all.
He's after.
Yeah, I was indicating the sound,
Oh, gotcha.
and
That zombie's about to get the shoulder punch.
yeah.
The gun sounds in Naruto Remake were kind of weak
They
too.
weren't too great.
Did it mention Brad?
Yeah, freeze frame on Brad. And then when the sign over here is visible. This looks like it could be the sign for Jack's Bar, which was in Outbreak, and in OG R3 it was called
Welcome to the bar, son.
Jack or Blackjack or something. I messaged Icewave.
Are you saying this game has
Jesus.
blackjack and hookers?
Probably.
Not what I
messaged
expected from a
Icewave.
remake.
What was it called? Oh, it's just called Barjack.
Barjack.
Oh wow. So yeah, blew up.
And that looks like a Honda.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that was a given they would return.
Yeah,
Then
but
Icewave were
still.
wondering, do you think liquors are replaced with hunters, or they'll be in it as from RE2?
I mean, were liquors in the original RE3?
No.
Then maybe they're just replaced. I mean, the thing is, liquors are in Resistance,
Yeah.
so maybe they'll just be there.
And maybe they'll include like RE3 content in Resistance, like hunters and stuff.
Very likely.
I don't
Maybe
remember all of the enemy types in 3, but I do remember like it had big spiders, which R2 also had. I'm kind of curious if they'll skip the spiders yet again.
It also had these giant bugs that I don't know what to call. Like they had 4 legs and could like bite you and spit acid on you and stuff.
Nikolai.
Nikolai.
He's very
Hello there.
Wesker-ish, I feel. Wesker with a Russian accent.
Complete global saturation.
Oh, what in reverse?
Oh yeah.
Tao.
Wow.
That's funny because I think there's stuff in RE2 where like on the opposite side of police vehicles the stuff is just reversed.
Sure, what this would be about.
I'm guessing it's like she's in the
helicopter?
helicopter and it's crashing.
Why did she get in?
Maybe
You
Leon's
played
driving.
any RE game?
I'm guessing this is at the clock tower when she's supposed to be getting rescued.
Ooh, I just had a thought. Maybe. Ooh. Oh yeah, right. So-
Dun dun dun.
Why is Alfred different?
One's more like, I guess the zombie
Ah.
one is the underneath of the blue. Looks like it to me.
But yeah,
Because she's wearing 2 tank tops. She's wearing the
I
same
just
one.
had a thought. Those who've beaten RE3 will know that at the end, who is driving the helicopter?
Yes.
Or-
Is this a spoiler-free podcast or spoilers?
It is a remake of a very old game.
I kind of feel like we should be okay with talking about spoilers from RE3 if it's relevant, and if people want to go in blind, they should not watch this entire thing.
Okay, then sectors. Ryman
Like
was about
it's
to
Barry in a
mention-
helicopter, right?
Yeah,
And-
so maybe we'll see what the modern RE Engine implementation of Barry is going to be like. I wonder if they'll keep close to Rev 2 Barry or if they'll go a different direction.
I hope they don't retcon that, because Icewave mentioned to me in RE5 files it mentions Barry rescue.
Yeah, I believe RE5 specifically mentions it's Barry that comes and picks Jill and Carlos up.
And I think it's even mentioned in like the epilogue things in the OG, right? That he was gonna help her and stuff.
Yeah, Barry's is him saying goodbye to his family and that his comrades need him again.
Yeah.
Good old
Uh,
Barry.
Is there anything else to talk about in the trailer? I guess one thing to mention is that, unlike the original RE3, you have a lot of clips of just like civilians in the background. I kind of feel like that wasn't really a thing in RE3. Like here we see
there's
civilians in the
also-
background.
Not a whole lot of like civilians in RE2. So I guess these are all like new stuff they've made, like the civilian models.
Yeah, the only civilian I can remember off the top of my head in the original RA3 is like right at the start, the one the guy who locks himself in the truck.
I know what I want to talk about, such as freeze frame on Carlos on that staircase.
They don't want the world to know what they've done. Star's office has to be in this direction.
Yeah, so...
They don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
Oh, Jesus. So Tyrell and Carlos are on the staircase of the RPD outside, and they're apparently, from what they say, are heading to the Star's office. I wonder, like, why are they going there? Why isn't, like, Jill just going there like in the OG? Like, what's their purpose?
Star's office has to be in this direction.
Well, I think I would be disappointed if the story was like literally identical and they did all the same stuff as in RA3.
Oh no, I'm just wondering why Umbrella is going to the RPD station.
By the way, on that note, do we think the game will still have like those small choice moments?
I doubt
that
it.
RA3 did?
I can see them take that away and then just basically try to make a canon version now, like directly canon.
And just like linear stuff.
Yeah.
I was talking to Icewave about, do you think they'll have two separate campaigns, one for Jill and Carlos, or do switching like how they switch between Ada and Sherry and stuff in R2?
And I think it'll be that we just switch.
I mean, that's how we handled it in the original RA3, you just switched.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they had like a separate Carlos thing.
If our positions were switched.
This is the start of RA3, right? Like RA3 started with her getting out of her apartment, but we don't see like anything inside the apartment.
Yeah,
Correct.
and there also wasn't Nemesis at the start. He was late.
Like, yeah, like the game literally just begins with like Jill jumping out of an
explodes and
exploding
jumps out,
building.
yeah.
Which was amazing, 10 out of 10.
Which was, I guess, supposed to be her apartment, but now we're actually seeing it. Which is cool that they're expanding upon it.
Capcom
I feel like they're
the world to know what they've done.
I feel like they're expanding on this more than they did RE2.
Speaking of which, should I talk about potential leak stuffs?
Sure.
Before we do that, I promised JTech that I would bring one thing up for her.
Okay.
Which is early in the trailer, in the first-person perspective. We see Jill like run towards like this little debris that has like yellow tape that she's climbing up on to get out the window.
Mm-hmm.
JTech says that in RE7 and RE2 remake, whenever like some debris had like yellow tape, it was usually to indicate that hey, you can interact with this. So she's thinking that maybe the first-person perspective is actually playable.
Well,
because
there's also something else that I don't think is necessarily that. There's on the website, it has like a blurb of text to describe the game, and it mentions she's under house arrest, so maybe she's just under house arrest. Because like after the mansion incident, like the chief and stuff put her
Right,
on
I
house
think
arrest.
we should talk about this.
Why?
So yeah, if you pre-order, you get her classic outfit without pants, and you get Carlos's original hairstyle.
Is this Carlos? Because it doesn't look like him.
It is Carlos.
I mean, it's just him without a beard and shorter hair, right?
He looks like 15 years older.
His face looks completely different.
I mean, it is
I mean-
him, but oh boy.
I mean, I shaved in real life the other day and I looked different. I looked younger.
You look like 20 years older. Oh.
I don't, like, I'm confused though. Did his OG outfit have that many fucking pockets?
No, this is not.
complete.
Yeah, this it's called Classic Costume Pack. This does not change his costume at all. It only changes his hair.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. That's not a costume pack. That's a hair pack.
Well, the costume is this. This is the costume you get, and then you get this hair. It's
I'm not gonna use Carlos's then.
It's mentioned in the press release that the classic pack, it specifically has his hair and her outfit.
It's kind of funny he's only getting the hair. That's pretty good.
Also, his hair wasn't that short, was it? I'm gonna look him up.
What does this text say?
I imagine. I think it was in a ponytail, so like it's behind him. The rest
It's
of the
not
hair.
in a ponytail.
Oh, I thought it was.
I find
No,
this
it's just
a little bit weird because I'm pretty sure you get this on every platform.
the length of his hair is
Yeah.
at the end of his neck, basically.
Okay.
At the back, but the front is short. It doesn't look like that in that classic costume thing.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been able to sleep this late yet.
So yeah, leak stuff. So I'm gonna bubble about that quickly.
Yeah,
Okay.
we might as well.
There was that weird leak which happened 8 months ago on GameFAQs, which talked about, for instance, super detailed specifics about Project Resistance before it was formally announced. So, like, it kind of has to be correct, and it talks a bunch about the single-player mode as well, which we now know is just RE3. And it says that like the whole Raccoon City part of the game is a lot more open. It's like almost open world-ish.
Huh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I should have written better notes, but there's some kind of mention here. Oh yeah, loading survivors into a subway. I feel like that would align with the fact that we see more civilians in like the trailer and in screenshots.
I guess we help Brad load survivors in there.
Actually, alright, I had another thought. So, alright, so RE3 and Project Resistance are a shared combined package, at least at launch.
Yeah.
I actually wonder if that means like some of the random civilians we'll see running around throughout RE3 will be the Resistance survivors.
I doubt it myself.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
That would
Yeah.
be a funny little thing, yeah.
Like they're trying to escape the city, but they get captured by Umbrella and forced to do Daniel's sick games.
If that
we-
is the thing, I would be surprised, but I guess it'd be a neat little nod.
I could see this being the same person that we see at the very end here. The thing is, like, he's emoting. That would kind of make like the wrinkles more apparent on his face. Like the same
It's
way.
just shorter hair and no beard, right?
It looks completely different to me.
But I like the beard.
But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left in town. They don't need a bleeding heart like you. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? It's completely fine. Like
What
same
about
thing
what
with
they're
him. Like when he's emoting, he looks a little bit funky.
Oh, Vectors, by the way, this is the first Stars outfit in RE Engine.
Hmm?
This is the first Stars outfit, like vest and stuff in RE Engine.
Hmm.
It was only in empty framework games. So like it
Well.
has like the Stars vest.
Kind of lackluster
Does it-
first Stars outfit to see in our engine.
Does it show the back as he turns around? Do we see a logo in the back?
Pretty sure we see the back at one point. Kind of see it here.
Barely see it. And he has some rubber gloves on his butt.
But back to the leak stuff, it also mentioned Woofies will be enemies returning.
We actually see that in the trailer.
Arf.
Well, we see dog paws for a few frames.
Oh, and then there was one guy on Reset Era, which seems to have like an inside source which has been bubbling a bunch about the game. He mentions that mercenaries, as far as I know, will be returning, but he doesn't know how it is.
Oh wait,
says-
maybe I'm just thinking of this start, which is RE2. Poop. Well, I'm glad Wolfies are in it.
And like RE3 apparently started development a few months after RE7 came out in 2017.
Oh,
Huh.
wow.
So does that mean they started working on it at the same time as RE2?
No. Don't you remember like the whole "we do it"? That was mid 2015.
Oh really? I didn't realize it was that long ago.
I'm pretty sure it was mid 2015. It was ages ago.
Yeah, I have to remember, there was a long gap of time between we
Yeah.
do it and the actual official announcement.
Yeah, we didn't even know about RE7 when they we do
12th
it
of
thing happened.
August 2015 that video came out.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess they like finished RE2 or like got halfway and then started working on RE3 as well?
But yeah, like it was a few months into 2017 they started working on this, according to this leaker.
Huh.
Don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not infected. But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left in town. They don't
Oh,
need a
that
bleeding heart like
line.
you. Good thing in the what?
Can we not have it sped up anymore? The voices are
Oh, I love these voices. I want this official dub.
No.
Yes.
Did you make it faster?
Thank you, Sectus.
I'm just gonna read through more of this.
No.
I'm feeling so much emotion right now.
Trademark.
Raw emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Icewave. I have a question for you. People are wondering, like, why they didn't include the name Nemesis or Last Escape, and I'm like, does it matter?
It
It's
really
just Resident
doesn't.
Evil 3.
I mean,
So more
doesn't really
stuff
have
from
much
this.
of an impact.
So most stuff from this guy is that this is gonna be more of a like it's a less faithful remake than R2 was. Like they're taking a lot more freedom with like changing stuff in this compared to the R2 remake.
Okay.
I like it though.
He also references that like R3, like the original R3, was supposed to be a lot more different than it ended up being. I don't know if I don't know if he's saying that the director of R3 is also working on this.
Wasn't in the special message thing, like he said he was the producer of it? Or is it, maybe it's just the producer of this one?
Maybe it would make sense that then they would like want to take elements which were supposed to be in the original R3. Well, I guess you didn't like it being sped up, so I'll fix it for you.
Thank you.
It's mentioned here that Mewtwo is the primary developer of this. But apparently, after Capcom Division 1 finished R2 remake, then they also started helping out making this.
Oh, okay.
Now you've got this image of the Pokemon Mewtwo just like in a suit, working at Capcom.
Icewave, you played R3 OG?
Mm-hmm.
Sectors, can you go back to that dude, bro?
Well,
Can you go back to the dude, bro? On the floor, saying he's not infected?
when does that happen?
After this?
Yeah.
After Mikhail?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, here we
pause.
go.
Pause a few frames before, like when she's running over. In the OG, this guy was in like a medical building thing that stored like pharmacy stuff. So now he's in the garage, which he wasn't in the OG.
Oh,
So I
shotgun
guess
shells
they've,
right there.
yeah, Steel Boy. So yeah, I guess they like changing where you find more peeps as well.
And this leaker also says the same thing as the GameFAQs leak, that the first half of the game, like the Raccoon City part of the game, will be more open world-ish.
I'm
That sounds
guessing
like
basically
it'll
a lot of tracking through the city and stuff.
be play a bit differently than original 3.
Although the original R3, you could like explore quite a lot of the streets that you had access to.
But I mean, like the entire structure of everything was still like RE style, like it was screen by screen, like it wasn't. I don't know, like I guess it'll be more apparent, and when I finally move on to the next video.
Oh.
Because there's a special interview where they have gameplay.
こんにちは。バイオハザードの事件以降、
Where does it start?
Oh yeah.
図らなければなら
This.
So yeah, this. I kind of feel like this indicates. Oh yeah, it kind of looks like it's just like a huge environment you can like move through potentially.
Gotta get that train moving.
You just like freely move through.
Looks like you still have self-defense items since she has the knife on her
ご
head.
覧いただいている通り、カメラ視点はビ
Dodging.
を採用しており、
Revelations 2 animation?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Do you think it's gonna be just a button press?
オリジナルからまあ一緒など。
I would assume so. I don't know. Well,
Also, I like the shop Toys Uncle or Toy Uncle.
in R3 you had to time this with enemies attacking, right?
Yeah.
So
He's not in attacking straight away.
yeah,
He just
she's
does
doing
it.
the dodge before he attacks. It looks like.
Yeah,
Also, Jesus Christ.
Toy Uncle.
That's the toy uncle right there.
This is a horror game after all.
What's Sigoran something?
Oh,
More
you
letters.
mean this thing up here?
Oh yeah, I can move. I forget I can do that. Wait, J? Sigojrn? I have no idea. Big whale?
Whether the H?
Free delivery?
Oh, I do like free delivery.
I do too.
しており、バイオハザード RE2 と同じ
That's
Biohazard.
that's like the same gas station at the start of RE2 remake.
What's this?
That's good to see that.
ゲームを
Go
プレイ
back.
すること
I wanna read the prices on the wall.
I hardly
Save
think
cash
that's
here.
relevant.
Chicken
Chicken.
$30? What? How
I
is that
think that's
same
30
again?
cents, not $30.
How can you tell?
The thing at the end looks like a small
Is that
C.
grapes? Chicken, beans, grapes, and something. Corn oil. Beef.
と同じような操作性
Or
で
maybe they're saying it's
ゲーム
like
をプレ
30
イする
cents off the standard price.
Ammo.
It's actually 30 cents for chicken. Anyway, yeah, ammo bullets.
That's all of the gameplay in this footage, right?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Think-
can't remember.
長くなります
And also, like, you can also, if you think it's just been like, it's a lot of clear animations for movement and such, right?
Yeah.
Also, sector's not final.
Gotta get that train moving.
Sectus is never final.
You're not final.
ご覧いた
But
だ
yeah,
いてい
like,
る通り
I was pretty surprised to see that this animation right here, just like played at full speed a couple of times.
ご覧いただいてい
I
る
feel like
通
it'll
り
be pretty apparent in a
カメラ視点は
second
ビハインドビューを採用しており通り
that it is the
カ
same
メラ視点はビハイン
animation
ドビューを採用して
as... Not that, hold on.
You need to, I guess, change.
Same animation as this.
Is it?
It's the exact same animation.
Yep.
Which
Also,
is
I'm
pretty
very
funny.
happy you used Jill for this. Just want to say.
Yeah, I kind of
Very
had to. I
pleased.
mean, it's Jill. I'd have to compare Jill to Jill.
You
Yeah.
should have used that RE3 mod.
I don't know, I just didn't expect them to take assets from this out of all the games.
Can you go back to the gameplay?
Oh, that's the
This
wrong
is the
video.
wrong video.
ラクーンシティから脱出
More survivors. We've gotta get that train moving.
ご覧いただいている通り、カメラ視点はビハインドビューを採用しており、バイオハザード RE2
It is like I compared them side by side before doing the podcast. It is definitely the same animation. There's no doubt
I
about
suppose
it.
why make something new when you already have something you can use?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
When it-
weird because I kind of think on the other hand they would have the resources to redo an animation like that.
Do
Oh,
you think
easily.
you can go left and right and backward like in Rev 2? I assume you would be able to. Also sad, like I'm sad there's just the RP I'll start over. I'm sad there's so much new stuff in RE3 like the streets and stuff that wasn't in RE2. There's dodging which wasn't in RE2. Like I want all that stuff. Give me that stuff.
I am, but yeah, I'm kind of curious if there will be more mechanics, like more new mechanics in general when it comes to fighting zombies. Because one thing I got a little bit tired of in R2 remake is that
彼女は第一作の元凶である図らなければなら
Maybe
ない
there'll be melees.
That would be
doubt it.
nice.
It would be,
Kicking
but I
them
doubt it.
zombies.
we don't see a lot of combat there. But the thing is, like, when she's shooting the zombie, it just looks like RE2 remake stuff where it only barely has any impact whatsoever, and you have to like shoot them like 30 billion times before they die. Like, I got a little bit tired of how bullet spongy the enemies were.
Also, who hides their crosshair? Like
オリジナル
what?
からまあ一生
Also, Icewave noted this animation looked a little bit similar to the
Yeah.
quick shot
Huh?
animation in RE6 with shotgun.
Ah, maybe they just used it for
Mhm.
promo though.
I feel like that would be a weird thing.
Can I
Either
point out something?
Hmm?
That's the same shotgun that Richard has in RE remake. Same model anyway. Not
But yeah,
like model.
I took a screenshot of the animation in RE6 and it is very similar, but I don't think it's the exact same.
Oh yeah,
It's
they.
just a similar pose.
Yeah, similar pose. Okay.
It's still interesting though because this is like a drastically different shotgun animation than in RE2 remake, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't reuse that. I'm also kind of I don't know. I want to see how this looks in action because this is a big movement, which makes me feel like I guess maybe the shotgun will be really slow to fire.
I'm potentially.
I guess we'll see. Either way, I would be okay with just quick shots returning, and also the melee system.
Same.
What if it's
Pricks.
in Mercenaries? What if because there's more open areas, Mercenaries will actually be like Mercenaries again?
I think we talked about this in the previous podcast, and I'm really not sure if if mercenaries will be R3 style or like the
or just hunk mode
games. Either way, like it is confirmed, Resident Evil 3 is single player only. I kind of feel like that makes the mercenaries less likely to be like the new games.
and probably just a hunk mode time thing.
I just want a mercenaries game, Capcom.
All right. So here's what I think they'll do. They'll have a mode called the Mercenaries, but it won't be the Mercenaries you think it is. They'll just use the Mercenaries name for a bunch of single-player side stories, kind of like the bonus stuff you got in RE2 Remake.
I think it would just be similar to OG, where you choose different characters and you just run through the level. Oh, there's the RPD Stars photo from OG and from.
No,
RE2
that's a
Remake.
net. That's a
Does
net.
look working.
I guess she is a suspected person. I don't know who that is though.
There could be Chief Irons maybe at a younger age.
Would be kind of weird to just use an old photo of him though.
Yeah, it
What
would
if
be
it's
weird.
like the mayor or something? Oh,
Or civilians.
that guy in the back looks a bit weird.
I
Like
kind
the
of feel like
pose and his
several of
face.
these look a little bit weird. Like the
You
detail of
mean
them looks
this guy?
lowish.
It looks kind of like
He's all like,
Sorry.
ah.
I had
Is
a
that
hot
guy?
dog and it was this big.
Is
the
that
guy
what?
on the-
It was Ryman?
The
It
guy
was
on the
me
right
sized.
and this guy here, they look like they were trying to go for to make them look like the zombies, but without zombified. Look similar.
Well,
I don't know, like their general head shape and facial features look.
I
Like
don't
two of the
remember
zombies.
any zombie looking like him, for instance.
Well, I mean, like there's a bald zombie, and the guy on the left, there's a big dude zombie that looks like that.
They remind me of the RE6 NPCs a little bit.
Those NPCs
Riot.
or something.
Hey, Brad, where the hell's he going?
Disaster! I love this movie!
Why are you
I
looking at
just
his
it just
butt
looked like
section?
clipping to me, but it's camouflage. Never mind.
Also, he's got rubber gloves on his back for some reason.
Cinema.
The
Disaster.
cinema.
And Mars Carlisle's off duty? What?
Amazing.
Carlos.
Oh, there's Carlisle's.
Miguel from Tekken. My beautiful lady.
Okay, Icewave.
Uh-huh.
The new Jill.
Mhm.
Some people, if you go back to this,
Hmm?
say it looks like they took inspiration from Apocalypse and that it looks like a certain person.
No, I don't see that resemblance, personally.
I can actually see it. That it looks like Mila Jovovich.
Oh, I saw that too. That's
Oh,
bullshit.
that actress.
I can see it in this.
I don't see it.
I think it's more a coincidence that the facial model they hired just kind of
I
resembles
feel like
her a little bit.
the hair is too similar as well. That probably does it.
I feel the hair is more trying to match the
Oh,
90s
Barjack!
CG render.
Nice. So it is the OG name.
Crazy!
Huh.
Amazing!
Jazz Knights and
Hail
Hove Harps.
Harps.
Gil.
She's a bit dirty.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Ah!
So
still
is
think
he
he looks a bit
in fire or is
Ryman!
he using a flamethrower?
Ryman,
can't
get out of
tell.
there.
Ah!
That's better.
He looks weird.
I like him. I actually like him.
I don't like the nose.
I personally quite like the design as a whole because he now like really just looks like this human experiment gone horribly wrong.
Well, he was injected with Lisa's parasite.
And diddles. So I actually quite like new Nemi.
People are saying they think this thing is like the inhibitor thing. To stop him being all powerful and shit.
Could see that be the case, yeah.
And it looks like I'm guessing this might be like a rebreather, this tank that goes around. Is that? I don't know. That's my guess.
Zombie.
Shambash.
Body bags.
Apparently it's Jazz Knight in Zombie Town.
Oh, I love Jazz Knight.
Is that a burger with eyeballs?
And the hat.
And a nose. And a mustache.
We haven't
And
seen
eyebrows.
any new zombie models so far, right?
Don't think so.
No. Oh yeah, and this apparently is Nemesis'
Disaster.
capsule thing that's shown in the pre-render thing.
That's where he
Burst open.
arrived.
I guess.
Huh, nice of him to drop in.
Disaster. Sewer levels. She
What
has
is
an
the matter?
She has an extended mag. So
What's the
upgrading might
matter?
be back, I guess.
No
Like
fair
R2.
sewers.
No, I'm not.
I think I recognize that like this liquid effect from RE2 remake.
I'm confused about her knife model because this is the model that's used for the infinite knife in RE2.
Maybe she just has an infinite knife because she's better than Leon.
And Kyle, he's hurt.
He still just looks like Bill from Left 4 Dead to me. I can't unsee it ever since I made that.
I love that though.
I mean, it fits him, but it's just like,
It's
oh my gosh,
canon that
Bill.
Bill is in RE.
One thing I forgot to mention, during that special interview they talked a bit about gameplay stuff. One thing they mentioned is that if you look back at RE2 to RE3, like RE3 became a lot more action oriented, and again they will be focusing on that, like this will be more action oriented than RE2 remake, they said.
So I can run around as Carlos and shoot my assault rifle without stopping.
I imagine they'll
Provided
stop
you
at
have
one
the
point, but I
bullets.
also imagine he will have an assault rifle when you play
No,
as him.
I'll just use a trainer. Zombie models.
Well, have
I
you
think
seen
I
the
can
new
see.
ones?
Well, I can see 2 Matt Walkers for a start.
Oh, Matt Walker.
There's one here and one here.
Okay, that's all the screenshots. I have a lot more stuff to go
Jill,
through. We haven't
Jill,
really
Look at
talked
her,
much
look
about
at-
her design.
Look at her. Look at this badass lady finally being back.
I found it weird when one person said, she just looks like she's wearing Claire's outfit from RE2. It's like, how? Just because she's wearing jeans?
There are
What?
some similarities if you take off Claire's jacket.
I mean, yeah, they have a tank top and jeans. The boots aren't the same because they have different shoes.
I just know that I like this outfit. It looks good.
And
I think it looks fine, yeah.
she's got her traditional blue. Like she can't go without having blue.
I do kind of miss the sweater jacket though,
By
being
the way,
around her waist.
Yeah.
I showed my mom the classic costume. She was like, "Nope, don't like it. Don't like the sweater. Also, the holster looks weird with a skirt."
Wow.
Yeah, my mom.
I mean, I
was
get the original
weird.
outfit. It's very impractical for the situation she's in, but I still think it's a nice outfit in its own right.
And I think this is.
But I do think
outfit in
this
every way.
is better for what she's involved in.
One question though. When she was running from Nemi in the apartment, she didn't have any gear. This is her with gear. Why did she put on one elbow pad?
It's
One.
probably all nickel I had to spare.
Or unless like she heard it, I don't know.
I think all the technical gears technical gear is my favorite part of this outfit. I think it would look very plain if it didn't have all that stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, do you think she got it from the STARS office? Because she had her she's got her badge on it, but she didn't have it in like the beginning cutscene.
Yeah, I think there's absolutely some of the gear she's picking up from the STARS office.
That would make sense.
I could see that be the case.
Well, shit, I've got only one armband. Fuck it, I'll have to do.
Yeah. It's Resident
just
Evil.
get
It's
her
Why didn't
RE1 gear if she's going to the STARS office?
Why didn't she take the Magnum
It
or the
was in the
Uzi that
laundry.
Leon and Claire got from the armory? So sad.
That's her original design from RE3 original.
Hello, milady.
Do you think they'll include buy DLC for Samurai Edges that you can get in the item box?
Probably. But
Yeah.
I still like the classic, even though it's very impractical. I do like it. I think it's nice casual.
It's going to be interesting to see how the this outfit looks on new Jill.
It's gonna look weird.
Can we have a side by side
Think.
actually with Tep and Jill?
I don't
Where
have
are
any
your
legs,
legs?
but Render didn't come with them.
Do you have bigger boobs, or is it just me?
Probably do.
Probably for Teppen. Ah,
Oh.
That's
So
not
yeah,
Jill.
I do think there are some there's some similarities between this and Jill's new design.
I mean,
Absolutely.
because they're wearing similar clothing, so I mean, what do you expect, really?
Well, that's what we're saying.
But like, the boots aren't the same.
But it is still kind of similar. I mean, I'm not saying it's 100% identical. I'm just saying, yeah, this looks kind of similar. I would also say the same thing. I mean, I didn't include any pictures of it, but it's also kind of similar to what like Lara Croft wore in at least one of the reboot games.
Yeah, the 2013 in particular.
Yeah, the first reboot.
I quite like that game.
It was alright.
My favorite Jill still.
Yeah,
This is
I
still
just
my
wanted to
favorite.
include this one because this is also my favorite Jill design so far.
It's such a good design. It's incredible. I love it.
Have you got anything to do with the achievement in this slideshow?
Yeah, I have. I think I did include that.
JTech just posted some information about it.
I just want to look at BSA Jill for now.
I kind of hope there will be more like unlockable costumes based on her previous designs in the game. For instance, I think it would be neat to have this or to have her Stars outfit.
Alright.
Do you know
Alright,
about...
hang on.
Okay.
In RE2, how many different official costumes did
In the
characters
OG
get?
or the remake?
Then the remake.
There was 2 DLC for each character, right?
3.
3? What was
No,
the third
Claire
one?
got 4. Claire got 4. Leon got 3.
Well, I'm talking about like ones that weren't in game and talking about DLC.
Yeah, there's 3 DLC for Leon and 4 DLC for Claire.
There's Agent and Sheriff for Leon. I don't think of a third one.
At 98.
Well, I guess I could just look it up. Well, I guess that counts, yeah.
So, I think bare minimum, like, if they don't include at least Jill's RE1 design with the beret, they fucked up. Like, come on.
Ryman.
Yes.
There's official for remake 7 DLC outfits, and in game, if you want to talk about in game, there's the alternative ones. So that's another 2. So that makes 9. Yeah, 9. 9 different outfits.
I would actually say the costume I'm the most curious about is like the Regina outfit.
Yes, I was going to mention that. I want
yeah.
that back. Make it now.
I should have
they-
included all the costumes you can unlock in the original RE3.
I remember some of them. You can earn like biker gear, and there's like
Off the-
disco Jill, which is amazing.
Off the top of my head, there was Regina, the one you mentioned, and also like a police skirt with a police hat.
Yeah,
With
miniskirt
high
police.
heels, I think.
There's
I
also like a casual Jill that had like a dress shirt and black pants, which I quite liked a
But
lot.
also, I want to say the Japanese version had different outfits.
Later release of RE3, didn't they have more outfits? I want to say like the PS1 release didn't have that many, but they kept adding it for like the Dreamcast.
Yeah, the
version I played-
Dreamcast also got one exclusive, which was basically her default, but they retextured the tube top to be a tank top, and the skirt was made blue, and the tank top was then made black. And I think that was all the outfits it ever ultimately got.
But going back to RE2 remake, so you could unlock the original outfits, like you could unlock outfits which were based on like the original look of Leon and Claire in RE2. You could unlock an outfit for Claire which was based on her RE 1.5 design, like forget the name of the character.
Elsa Walker, but you had to buy her.
Yeah, but then the other designs weren't based on anything from other RE games. So I'm wondering if the unlockable costumes in RE3 remake, if they will be mostly based on new stuff, or if we'll get some stuff based on older designs.
Oh, but,
That was the latter.
Look, bare minimum, like RE1 Jill. Come on, that has to be in there.
I think for sure that will be in there, right?
In fact, do we have a render of that in here?
No, I didn't.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think,
come on. Come on.
It's gotta be, right?
Has to be.
It's too iconic to just leave out.
I mean, they've got Brad wearing his Stars outfit. They're going to do it for Jill, right?
Well, the
Yeah,
thing is,
beautiful.
I could also see them going, okay, we already added her original RE3 outfit. We don't need to add more classic outfits.
I feel like they would.
They
though.
would be mistaken.
I mean, it was
I
in the
would be
OG as an
sad.
optional outfit, so
I'll be very sad if that's how they think.
if it is in, I would totally like. Oh, now I've got my tactical gear. Change to Star's outfit. Yay!
As for the Regina outfit,
Hmm.
here's the way I see it. If they will only include that if they're actually working on a new Dino Crisis. I think that's how it's going to go.
I mean, they can still include it anyway.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll make it unless they can use it for cross promotion.
I'm gonna say
I
it's just
mean-
not there because they have like they have so many outfits they could be remaking overall for
again,
Jill.
I suppose if you think about OG RE2, they didn't remake any of those. They only did the classic.
Oh yeah, and these are the pre-order bonus stuffs.
We can actually see the bottom half of her now.
So that's a pretty good look at new Jill wearing the original outfit.
The boots are a little off.
Yeah, but it's still the same. I mean, it's like RE2. Like, look at
Yeah,
Claire's
they take some liberties, but I like it. It's nice to see it included.
Yeah, I think I personally prefer her new design with the pants.
I do too. I still think the new design is superior.
Now, of course,
But I do wish they did something with that sweater.
there is something of concern. There is a very active like model modding scene for the PC version of RE2 Remake. And it seems to have been swayed in a certain direction, especially for
Yes.
Claire. That has
Yes.
me extremely concerned about what they will do with Jill once the PC version comes
She'll
out.
be naked within days.
She'll be naked within the first hour. Like they'll make that happen so fast, and
It'll turn into this game.
God damn.
no, even Dead or Alive has more, like
Eh.
less.
Dead or Alive does not have much restraint, but it has more restraint than the modding scene for
Mm.
PC RE2.
And it's still going, Ryman. It's still going.
Bunch of degenerates, all of them.
They're all horny bastards.
There's at least one positive thing about someone making a nude mode for Jill, which is that it makes it easy for people to create all new outfits for her.
That's true. That's very true.
That's the only one good thing about that.
People were talking in terms of modding that maybe we'd have to make new tools, but I feel like if it's just going off the same thing as RE2, we might not need to, right? Might just
Didn't they have
work the
to
same?
do changes, for instance, to like the model tool for DMC5?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't follow that.
I think it's possible. Like we might have to do some small changes. Oh yeah, so this is the picture of Brad you can find in RE2, and
So
yeah, that looks like the same guy.
this poster
He
in
was
the,
not ready for that picture being taken.
in the west side of the first floor in like a meeting room. The poster is also on the wall there. So yeah, you can find it in both scenarios.
Oh, we better contact the recruitment team.
So do you think like when they made this poster, they made the model and they're like, hey, we'll put it in RE3 remake too?
Yeah, I actually think so.
I think it was the other way around. I think there was supposed to be a hint towards RE3 remake.
Really?
Also, like this just looks like they took a picture of the guy rather than a picture of the model.
Hmm.
I think it's
sir,
like
we need a picture for a poster. What?
if the leaks are correct, the RE3 the RE3 remake started development 2 years before this game got released. So, like they definitely would have had like Brad made by then, I would assume.
It's also funny that RE3 is coming out 1 year after RE2 remake because that's the same thing that happened with OG.
Well,
I'm smart.
if you want to go back to the history of the original Resident Evil 3, it's pretty funky because that wasn't even supposed to be Resident Evil 3 at all.
Also, Icewave, I feel like they had a missed opportunity. They could have released it on Valentine's Day.
They could have, but I'm also kind of okay with the Able Day because it gives them more time.
I guess.
More time, better polish.
Besides,
Also,
Dreams is coming out on Valentine's Day instead.
it's a shame they started hiring on the day the outbreak started.
That's the joke.
Oh.
So if I remember, like the original Resident Evil 3 was supposed to be merely called Resident Evil Nemesis. Like they didn't think it was different enough to be called Resident Evil 3, but I think then like the real R3 got delayed so much that they decided to just rename it R3 anyway, if I recall.
Wasn't also there was something about Code Veronica was originally going to be RE3?
I know, no, I think that would have been RE4.
Hmm.
I want to say Code Veronica was never supposed to be a mainline RE game. But what we now know as RE4 got changed 1 billion times. Like that was originally in development as RE3.
The history of RE4's development is fascinating.
I need 4 billion copies of this right now.
I'm going to get this, I hope.
So, just one quick note about this. This is only available in North America at GameStop, and it's only the console versions of the game.
I technically
not
could
gonna
get
s-
it when I
that's not gonna
visit
stop me.
America.
It's not going to stop me at all.
Yeah.
Oh, sectors.
Well-
There's information here too. Available in North America and Canada.
Check your local region for availability. Hang on. Actually, I will check a UK games retailer and see if it's.
I mean, it says North America and Canada.
But check your local region for availability.
Well, there was also with RE2, they released a separate version of the collector's edition for Europe and US.
And I believe Cat.
Didn't Europe get a better
f-
one?
I believe that Cat has also said to already stay tuned for European news regarding this edition stuff.
Can we
Okay.
zoom
Yeah,
in on the
okay.
map?
So I checked what is basically the UK equivalent of GameStop game, and yeah, they only have like the base console versions for pre-order here. at 50 quid.
Detectives, wait, Detective Snipz would like you to zoom in on the map, Sectus.
But what?
I don't like
So,
this detective. It looks
um,
weird.
If it's like open world stuff, there's like stuff marked. So here's Dr. Bard, the base, sealed entrance. Don't know what that says. Something survivors within. Stars survivors. Zombie dog. So I guess like Jill or someone is marking all the stuff as she goes along.
It could
What-
just be random stuff they added for the collector's edition, just as flavor. Doesn't have
I
to
wouldn't-
correspond to what happens in the game.
I wonder if this is actually like real though.
I would kind of assume not, because people figure out this is a map from use, which is used in very old games. Like I would be surprised if they made it
I
look
mean-
identical.
This isn't the OG map. This is a redone map. Like people already compared this to the OG. Like for example, in the OG, this river isn't here. It only starts here.
Well, I want to say people said that this is like this map is something you see in Resident Evil Outbreak.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be. We don't know yet.
Well, I'm just going based on what people have said, and I would assume they've done their research.
I have a very, very detailed point to make here.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
This Jill figure is really nice and wanted.
Yes. People are sad that they don't sell them separately.
They should.
Incredible destruction. Something numbers?
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Ah!
Ah.
Oh, hey, it's that box art we saw a leak for.
Oh yeah, now it's released officially.
Yay!
And yeah, this is achievement they've added to the RE2 remake. Like this achievement was added like 1 or 2 months ago, but now there's actual text for it. Icon.
So
I know I didn't name it.
JTech, she just posted in our Discord to
Yes.
say there was a leak. So take it with a grain of salt, but it has different points where someone said the announcement will be at Game Awards about the achievement and the content. Will allow players to play from first person and static camera angles. For some reason I doubt that part.
That sounds
Like
like a lot of work.
why would they add that? Just why?
I don't.
Randomly?
First person probably be easier than the static cameras.
Yeah. And
Where
especially
did
since the
she
first
post
person
this?
in Discord.
Which
Uh,
Discord?
One we're in right now.
I'll just link you the direct thing. She linked this.
It says Route A and B are getting major touch-ups.
That looks like a random 4chan post. I'm already very doubtful.
I mean, I think that's what it is. But
Also, it says Resident Evil 2 Director's Cut leaked. Like, what?
I'm just gonna
Yeah, I don't-
assume that this is fake, unless we can get some kind of, information that this is a reliable source.
well, the Game Awards is tomorrow as we're recording this, so we'll know very quickly if it's fake.
I kind of feel like it would be really weird for them to detail RE2 remake patch at the Game Awards. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is bonkers.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh.
That's a picture Icewave sent me because he apparently needs to buy 1 billion copies of the game.
Yeah, I have a need.
Are there Game Awards? Like, you said there was in 1 a.m. or whatever for me, right? Icewave? Icewave?
He said Game Awards will be 1:30 a.m. our time.
Does that mean like after today, after midnight, it'll be at 1 a.m.?
Oh no,
Or
like
is
that. It'll be a Friday 1:30 a.m. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Status, we know you love this puzzle.
This should return.
I don't see a puzzle. I don't see anything at all. There's no puzzle.
It's actually a pretty fun puzzle. I like it.
I like it
It's
too.
not my favorite, but it's pretty good.
It's
People have said very different things about this puzzle in forums after R3 Remake got revealed, mostly negative things. But I like it. I like this puzzle.
I think I hate the train puzzle at the end of the train section of RE0 more than this.
I actually think RE3 in general had pretty good puzzles. I would be okay with most of them just returning as is.
Sectors?
What?
I want to say I don't understand why I like this puzzle because I feel like it's a little easy.
I think it's different in a way. Like it's, I don't know. It's like unique in the way it is. Reminds me of Tetris.
Maybe it's just easy, like for me in general, and then other.
Hey, I found Brad. Can you help me get him home?
His outfit is actually really similar to OG. I suppose there wouldn't be many things to change.
Yeah, like the everything to do with the top has changed.
I'm talking about Brad.
Oh, okay. Nemesis
Sorry.
has changed quite a bit. I should specify that these are all pictures from the original game, like marketing for the original game.
This is like late 90s, early 2000s CG.
Love it. Oh, hello there, beautiful.
I wonder what they did with the CG models. Like, did they only use them for the cutscenes?
Oh,
I think
there's
so.
a CG Jill Stars model. What?
Yeah.
Where's that from?
RE3.
What?
Yeah.
Probably only used as promotional artwork.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, maybe. So yeah, that's Carlos's OG hair.
One
Looks
thing.
nothing
I
like.
mean, you have to understand, Snipz. Like back then, they did create a lot of CG assets that was only used for promotional purposes.
Yeah, I don't think it was rare those days.
Like, especially for like magazines and stuff. Oh man, magazines.
Yeah, like there's a ton of like high-res CG models for like the Donkey Kong Country games on the Super Nintendo, and of course, it would be impossible for them to use those models directly in the game.
Oh yeah.
Well, those were at least used for like rendering the assets used in the game, at least. They were
used as a reference. Yeah. Meh.
Nikolai.
Oh.
Zombie.
Ugh.
Brad again.
Oh, it's the title screen without the title.
Yeah.
Sorry for spoilers,
Original
but
combo.
I think Brad might get killed by Nemesis.
Original combo, 1,000 high.
There's also
it's
news
the
about a
new
different
girl.
game.
Oh yeah, well, sort of a different game now.
Resident Evil Resistance.
Just looks like Claire.
I have a hunch that Snipz will play as this character a lot.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you know exactly what I mean.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they revealed two new characters. This girl and this guy over here.
I'd love
He
it if
has
he
an
could just play
amazing
it.
name.
He does? I don't even know what it is.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
You want to hear it?
No,
Oh,
no. I will show it. I have a picture. I made a picture just because of that.
Is it fuck you?
Oh no. Alex Wesker.
What?
Oh.
It's
Oh,
kind.
I thought you were calling her Alex Wesker.
It's kind of awkward. She's using her mutated husband as a
Yeah.
pawn. So that's like a weapon.
I feel
And she's actually like controlling him as well.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward as a whole that she's and that didn't strike me as like evil.
Oh. Question for you guys.
Mhm.
People were theorizing maybe Nikolai would be a mastermind in this, controlling Nemesis.
Hmm.
I feel like that might be the new Doctor dude more than anything.
We don't know if he's evil though.
He's probably gonna be evil.
I feel like
mean,
it has to be a given they'll be adding Nemesis to this, but I don't know who would be controlling him.
I'd rather say Nikolai or the Doctor then.
It may be Wesker.
You just want DC Douglas.
The
Yeah.
thing is also, they don't need to make like a model for the mastermind, so that gives them a lot more freedom as to who it could be. In other words, Wesker.
They can just use any old picture they want.
Yeah, some new screenshots. I kind of feel like some of these must have been touched up because they don't look like real screenshots.
Yeah.
Like the lighting and like some of the depth of field just looks too.
It looks more like a render than a screenshot almost.
Although perhaps in next gen this will be possible.
Don't forget to buy this game on Stadia.
Do you think they'll kiss?
Not
I
with
think
you
that's
in
probably
between them.
that's probably my favorite screenshot of the bunch.
That looks so silly.
I feel like it should have Avengers Endgame title in front of them.
I like the LOD on this zombie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Security, we need more level of detail here, stat. Still hilarious. I can't get with this.
So.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, so we're blocking the stuff.
I'm sorry. What?
They're not being subtle.
Martin Sandwich.
fucking Sandwich?
I'm gonna Google sandwich last name.
I thought January was silly a name, but
Oh, people are named after months and countries already.
but not January. Like May. I've heard May as a name, but
I mean,
that's
there's other
that's
people
fine.
called stuff like Africa and stuff.
That's a country.
Yeah, I'm saying there's people named after countries.
It's not very common though.
It happens though. It's a thing.
But there's also people called X, so a lot of things happen.
There's also people called Martin Sandwich Sectus.
Martin
Are there real people in real life called Martin Sandwich?
Huh? What? What did you say?
Did you just look it up? Is there someone called Martin Sandwich in real life?
Oh no, I'm looking at the picture that's on screen right now.
Okay, it sounded like you were trying to Google Sandwich's name.
Martin Sandwich.
Love that name.
No, I don't find anyone called Martin Sandwich.
I mean, what type of sandwich though?
Good question.
Best.
I didn't include pictures of the abilities, but I do remember what they do. So Sentry stance, that makes her. I think it makes her stand still, but she's more powerful or accurate with the gunshots.
Huh.
And Bullet Storm is an ability where she gets infinite ammo for a short amount of time.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
No. Bullet Storm is an ability where you jump up and then you
Septus?
pirouette in the air and you fire straight down with twin pistols.
Septus?
What?
What happened to the eye and fists?
What?
Top right. What happened to the eye? Where's it gone?
I see it.
I see it.
Oh, it was just really tiny.
Right there.
Oh.
Aye.
When this zooms out, it's non-existent.
And makeshift mine, well, I mean, as it played to
Because
mine.
it's a mine.
Flash button baiting? I can't remember
Maybe it
what that was again.
Maybe it works like a flash
So,
grenade.
like you hit people with a stick and it creates a flashbang effect.
I'm gonna call my firstborn child Martin Sandwich.
I could just go to the site real quickly and verify what that ability is.
Don't do this to your children. This is an unthinkable crime. Martin sandwich.
Use a blinding flash to halt approaching enemies temporarily, stunning them. So yeah, it's
Bit like a flashbang.
basically. I'm trying to remember, like based on the beta, like if those abilities would be super good compared to other characters. I feel like Bulletstorm would be pretty powerful.
She can also call upon her own husband.
Yeah, that's kind of silly. I imagine flushing would be insanely powerful if it works against like Mr. X and.
Oh yeah,
working.
that'd be great.
All right, so do we think they'll add more as paid DLC later?
Probably.
Haven't
If the
they
game is-
said that they'll be adding more characters?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure it's why.
Only you can answer that question.
I think I've mentioned this in previous podcasts. I'm pretty sure they have, like early on, they did say like they will be adding more content to the game as it, like over time. I think they mentioned masterminds and new characters, unless they were just referring to this and this. But it sounded like they were talking about like after launch.
I would totally play this if instead it was Leon, Claire, Ada, Carlos, Jill, and then I don't know who the next person could be.
Barry?
Hunk? There you go.
Considering this is bundled with RE3, I would be very surprised if they didn't just add more RE3 stuff into this, like RE3 survivor characters.
Or like enemies as well.
Playing as Jill, playing as Carlos.
I'd be okay. I would be happy about that.
Play as January in Jill's outfit. Oh,
Renders of all the characters.
that's a different color than what it was earlier. Like in the in-game screenshot of them, yeah, it's more pink in the render.
I think it's just a thing.
Yeah, muzzle
Yeah, I
flash.
think it's the lighting.
The boots look different.
January.
Something are wild creatures.
Hearts are wild creatures, I think it says.
Hearts? Annette Birkin. Yes.
Hi, I work at Umbrella.
I don't like his acting. I can't.
My PS4 was so low volume I couldn't even hear most of the game.
Hey, Velma.
Velma. Someone has to mod her
Jeez.
into Velma's jumper, right?
Has to happen.
That's all of the assets I prepared for the podcast.
Okay.
Yay.
So, quick recap. Resident Evil 3 comes out April 3rd, 2020 for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. It comes with Project Resistance bundled in. The new Jill design looks good.
I'm so happy with her. I'm so happy. She's back.
What do you think about her voice?
We didn't hear much of it though.
It could be better, but I don't mind it.
It's okay.
I wish it was
Nothing wrong with
RE5
it.
Jill.
I
It's-
felt like when
it's
hearing
fine.
it, I felt the way it sounds, they were going for something similar to RE1 Jill. The way she sounds in that.
Yeah.
We don't know who the voice actress is, do we?
No.
Not for the time being.
Would you agree, Icewave, or not agree that I feel like it sounds similar to RE1 Remake Jill, just in terms of what they were going for?
Tiny bit, maybe.
Maybe.
Do you guys think there's any chance get melees? The melees in Project Resistance.
Maybe it will work the same way as Project Resistance.
One thing we have to bear in mind is that Project Resistance. Let me try that again. Project Resistance and RE3 are being made by two different teams. We don't know how much
True.
work they're sharing between the two of them. We
If
don't know
it's
how far
just-
apart they are geographically.
If it's just the dodge, I'm still okay with it. In terms of what has been added combat-wise. Septus?
Yeah,
Are you okay with just the dodge, or will you be sad?
I think I'll be a little bit disappointed if the dodge is the only mechanical change.
Would you still play it though?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play it regardless, but I mean, I am hoping like the combat is more fun than RE2 remake, because I thought, especially fighting zombies, became tedious in the long run in RE2 remake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very bullet spongy.
Do you think they'll still have like hand grenades and flashbangs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a safe bet.
I'm randomly trying to look up like all versions of the Raccoon City map. I found something called Raccoon City Contagion, which is like a web game created by Capcom to promote release of Resident Evil Remaster.
That's not a
Oh,
map,
God.
Sectus.
Hmm?
That's not a map.
What?
That's not a map.
I can link you the map.
I found a map.
Like, this is not identical to what we see here, but it's very, very similar, which makes me think like I don't think this is supposed to represent like the exact layout of everything in it, but I guess we'll see.
I think they're just trying to make it similar to what they already have.
Is that it? Do you have anything more to say about any of this?
I don't.
I have a lot.
Okay,
Well,
go.
have another hour.
Jill is back. I'm really happy. Give me this game right now, please. Thank you, Capcom. God bless.
Can I look
Okay.
at the map again? uh, can you zoom in closer to the UBCS base?
Where is that?
Snipz, remember, you can point at it.
I'm looking at another map, and apparently this is the RPD, which that seems kind of weird. But so I guess it is like changed. Because why would the RPD be here if that's the UBCS?
I still think these scribbles are just fluff for the collector's edition.
Fluff.
There.
Fluff.
And, well, Sectus would know he is FluffyQuack.
Like,
Mhm.
according to this
expected
map,
fluff.
apparently this area is the zoo. This bit.
Hmm.
I was tempted to add footage of Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles for the podcast,
Oh.
Fair point.
because that has some.
And now I get what you're going at. No.
They had some interesting cutscene direction with that game, especially with how Jill decides to fight zombies. But I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, if people are curious, just look up Umbrella Chronicles cutscenes and
I want to
be
say,
confused.
when I played that game with JTech, she modded the game and she made one of the enemies Jill, and we were able to kill Jill, which was.
Well, that's Operation Raccoon City.
Oh, we're talking about different games.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about Umbrella Chronicles.
Yeah, the
sorry, I
Wii
got
game.
the two mixed up.
But yeah, I guess that's
Oh.
it. For
You're talking about the
Babbling.
cutscene where she's dual wielding and she like puts a zombie
Is that
between her
what you got?
thighs?
Okay, that's it for the podcast, everybody.
So yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, we'll
And on that note, zombie between your thighs, everyone.
see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.